Morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Beginning of the Digestate spreading season, so we've managed to get our contractors out. So let's just have a look at the after effects of some Digestate spreading. So here you can see a clear line of the Digestate runs. Here it goes off at a different angle. This feels a bit tricky, but as you can see, even for a headland tram, we haven't got too much damage. We are planning to come through these fields with a pigtail cultivator, just to pull them up a little bit. This field, as you can see, is surrounded by woodland. I don't know if it's a bit heavier on its clay content, but we do struggle a little bit with this. The germination rates are not quite the same, and it never quite yields the same. So we want to just move this a little bit to try and encourage germination, or an improved germination rate. And we haven't grazed it, even though this had a mustard cover crop. It wasn't particularly thick, whereas the fields next door, good strong cover crop. And let's have a look there. So elsewhere on the walk, this is the aftermath of sheep grazing. So as you can see here, it was a good crop of mustard. It's now being grazed down. This will be the last block to receive a digestate before they move on to the spring wheat next door. So we are beginning to make progress. Spring has officially started, and as I said, we'll springtime cultivate this going forward before drilling. So we've changed this block up a little bit. We swapped over, and we've identified that there's a block, sort of this farm, half of its base has on chalk, half of it on flint. So what we've tried to do is capture all the flint fields together and all the chalk fields together, in an effort we find that the cultivation practices are slightly different. The flint needs more of a tined cultivator, and certainly is hard on machinery, so it's quite hard on a disc drill, easier on with a tine drill, the Claydon. So we would prefer to drill this with the Claydon going forward. One issue I saw in the last field, but I just stumbled across it here. So as you can see, this side, no digestate. This side, digestate. I had seen it in the other field. A little worried that the trailing shoe is catching some of our residue. And pulling it up like this. We're big proponents that every seed should get the same chance. And collections of trash like this are difficult. They're actually far worse in the field next door, but maybe this is just as a result of the rain. I know they got rained off, and interestingly I don't see any digestate on the other side of the pole, so maybe it's time to call it a day. So there you have it, update for the middle of February. Elsewhere on the farm, an opportunity to catch up on how work with the tree shear is progressing. And here's our ditch, good sort of 10 feet lower. So we've sheared everything this side in order that we can get in, clear the ditch out and pull it this way with the agreement of our neighbour. And you get like this dead ash over here. that we've cut with his permission on his side of the bank there, but obviously overhangs this side so it catches the ditch, and then stuff like that in the bottom, shear it off in order that the flow of the stream is not obstructed. So as you can see, it really is growing exactly where you want the water to go. And so this is what it looks like beforehand, and there you go, the results afterwards. Thank you very much for watching. Next week is the base conference. For those of you who haven't come across base, it's a great opportunity to learn more about regenerative practices, practitioners, and very similar to a conference-based version of Groundswell. So well worth it. So for those of you who will be there, I'll see you there. Bye.